Hi guys. Well, no, that's a little bit, that's better.
Much better.
Anyway, we're here with a different type of a video this time. I've been watching different ladies. Sandy watches. We don't always watch the same people, but
we're eclectic.
Well,
I'm eclectic.
And I was watching lately Simple Mom 16. Hi, Mary. And she was talking about, she had a Transforming Thursday video, and then I kind of started down that rabbit hole and watched other people's videos with regard to that. And those are still about weight loss, but not only about weight loss. It talks about how you're transforming yourself and how you're trying to change the inside, you know, to come outside thought. And it has a religious base to it, basically. But it doesn't have to be a specific religion, or even if you're not religious, I think if you were like spiritual, this would be something for you. So it's going to be on our, we're going to be doing them on Thursdays, and so we can kind of talk more. We don't really talk about a religion when we're on our other channel. We did it as a weight loss, let's get fit type channel. And we didn't, and every now and then you might have saw that talk about going to church, or just minorly, we kind of put that in there. And it's not that we're not proud of our religion. We're both Catholic. We've been Catholic our entire life. We go to church every week, and our families go too. So it's something that's a big part of our lives, but it's not something that like we thought we could share here on this channel. So when I saw that, I thought, oh, this is perfect, because we do, we are strong in our faith, and we do like to talk about it to people who want to listen. So we're assuming if you're going to watch these Transforming Thursdays that you're going to want to hear a part of that. And if it's not something that you like, we don't want to offend anybody, and you just kind of skip by that video. But we'll talk about our week and how we've lost weight or not, and then we'll talk about how we felt God helped us that week, or how he drew us to a certain thought or a certain plan, or whatever. And so that's kind of the backdrop of what this video is going to be about. And I want to really quickly, there's other ladies in this. I don't think there's any men. I think they're all ladies who are in this. It's kind of a collab, but it's just a group, and you're more than willing to join if this is something that sounds great to you. Melody from Transforming Melody and Spanky Cola, and her name is Rhonda, and her channel is Spanky Cola. The two of them decided back in December to do this, and they thought this was something they wanted to share. They felt strong in their faith, and they also wanted to lose weight. Well, they're both doing great, and Melody, I think she's lost, did she say 42 pounds so far since December? So that's in 4 months. That's very good. And Rhonda, I don't know how much.
I didn't pay attention.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch how much. I know she's lost, because she's definitely lost weight, because she shows her pictures from where she started and where she is now. So you can clearly see she's lost a good amount of weight. So anyway, those are the two that had the idea, and then other ladies have come on. They're on week 18. This is just going to be our first week.
Has it been that long? 18 weeks they've been doing it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. That's what Melody said today when I watched her video. And so anyway, and the other one, like I said, I've watched other people. So I'm going to tell you the list of them. They're going to be listed down below, and their channel links will be listed there too. So if you want to go check them out, if this is something that interests you, it would be great for you to go give them a look. And if you're new to that channel, let them know we sent you, and tell them we gave them a shout out. That'd be great. So I'm going to list them really quickly, and hopefully I say all their names correct, because you know sometimes when people put them together, anyway. Spanky Cola, Myeverydaywifelife, Catching Up with Caren, that's with a C, Weight Watchers with Heather, ThisTimeAround with Jen, Fit to Love Me, Angie's World, Simple Mom 16, Southern Cinema, Music Mom, Ready Set Stamp, Jen's Journey, Blessed Jess, TruffleBunny Takes on Life, Jwhackers, Diane Mania, Us Let's Get Fit, and Gina Pearson. So that's the list of everybody that I'm aware of. Hopefully I haven't let anybody out. If you have, let us know, because we want to add you to the bottom there so we can keep that running. Each week we'll have that list going, so it'll be easier for you to check out of the people. That'd be great. And so one of the things that Mary from Simple Mom 16, I was watching her today, and she was saying that she got herself all dressed today. And last week her goal was wearing makeup every day. Well, that's not something we do.
No.
But when she spoke today about, you know, you have to love who you are now. Don't say, oh, when I lose 10 pounds, I'll wear my jewelry. Or when I lose 10 pounds, I'll wear those boots. Bring that out of the closet now. That's what she was saying. And just wear it now and love who you are now and keep working towards that goal. But, you know, don't wait. Don't wait to love yourself. That's what her thought process was. And I listened to that. And so I was out and about today. I had to go get something. And I went to Old Navy. And they had a 40% off of their jewelry and, what else? Sandals. And so I bought 2 rings. I can see them here. This ring and that ring. I thought, oh, those are nice. Nice summary. I had put a necklace on already, and I thought, oh, I like those. I mean, they're just cheapies, and they're 40% off, but I like them. I'm not going to wear them. So I kind of followed her advice on that. But anyway, I've done all the talking so far, which is really rare. If you're new to us, that's really rare.
I usually do all the talking.
Does all the, yeah, a lot of the talking. I try to jump in every now and then, jump in every now and then.
Just gotta try.
I have to wiggle my way in. So I'm going to let her talk about her week now, about just thoughts on her religion or whatever. I mean, you know, not lengthy. Oh, first off, I lost from last week because I weigh in on Wednesdays. I go to my meetings and I do, that's a whole other thing. Check out that if you'd like. I go over the Weight Watcher meeting highlights. But so you would have heard that if you already know. But I lost 0.4 this week for a total of 6.4 so far. And that is in 3 weeks time. I went back to Weight Watchers. I was on it before.
Well, I started with her channel just as a visitor before I horned in and took over. It was the second Monday in July, and since then I've lost 44 pounds. So, but I have stayed the same pretty much since November 23rd. I've been up and down, like playing with 8 pounds. But I'm back to where I was on November 23rd at 262. So I'm hoping to keep on. No, I am going to keep on going down. But and I do find that I appreciate things so much more when I wasn't really dieting or watching what I ate. The only time I really ever said grace, my husband and I, we say grace every night just before we have dinner. And on Friday, family dinners,
hands, just
they hold hands.
Josh,
but we don't hold hands. Jim and I don't hold hands. But and then on Fridays for family dinner, the grandkids ring the dinner bell, and they take turns ringing the dinner bell, and then we say grace before we start eating. We eat buffet style on Fridays. It's just easier. But I do find now that no matter what I'm eating, I do say a small prayer and thank God that you know, I have the money to buy the food, because you know, it's not, you know, I don't care what they say. It's cheaper to eat crappy than it is to eat healthy. True. And so I thank God that, you know, I have the money that I can eat healthy and that I can afford it. And so I do find myself now saying a small little prayer before I have my meals. And I didn't do that before. I only did it for dinner, but now I do it even for my little snacks and stuff. I say a little prayer, and, you know, just a quick little prayer. But it, you know, it gets me through. And you know, I've always liked myself, but I find that I like myself more now that I'm getting thinner. So, you know, you always say, you know, your weight doesn't bother you, but it really does. But so I'm just continuing on, and hopefully with all your support, I'll meet my goals. I have like little set goals that I guess maybe you shouldn't set goals, but I do set goals.
People do set goals.
But I just try to get into the next set of numbers. That's my goal. My ultimate goal is to lose 100 pounds. So, and I will do it. But yeah, other than that, you know, and like Denise said, we go to church. We go to church together on Sundays. Mm-hmm. Denise picks me up. So, and then I get to sit with the family. But I don't hold hands with her during the Our Father.
No, anyway, it's okay.
It's just not something I do. I'm not a huggy, touchy person.
I like that.
And she is, and we can't have the same parents.
Ends of the rainbow on
yes, I'm the oldest, she's the youngest, but she'll hug and cuddle you and drive you crazy. But no, mine is like, good job. That's mine. So
anyway, I think that when talking about like how I feel like God's helped me this week, I feel like He's drawn me to you guys and to this group and this challenge for us to be able to talk. Not a challenge for us to talk about our religion, but it just how I stumbled onto it, I don't even know. And you know, you start watching somebody and then you kind of get hooked into them and then you want to know more about it. And I think that's God's way. He does nudge you in a certain way and to do that, because the backtracking, it has nothing to do with weight loss. When I was thinking of whether or not I should or should not homeschool Kylie, that was a huge decision for me. And I had to bring Kylie, she has issues, and we were at church and we had to go into the cry room because it wasn't going to work out in the main area of the church. And so when we went in there, and never have I seen her again, which I find very strange, was a woman who had 6 children, and she was a homeschooler. Because I asked her, because I just knew it in my heart. Somehow I knew it. It was like I was meeting her for a reason. And I was like, if she can do it with her 6 kids, I can do it with 1. Is kind of how I thought. And she had some special needs children also, which is another reason why, oh, can I do that? Am I good enough to help Kylie? Because that's extra than just normal homeschooling. And so I think that God brought her there and me together at that time. I'm going to cry. And it's been the best decision for Kylie and me. You start talking.
You never cry in public.
I don't.
We were taught.
I'm pulling it back because I don't like to cry in public. But I mean, I do feel he does push you in a direction, and it's up to you to follow it and not be, you know, so stubborn that you won't listen. And so I feel like that's how I found you guys, and that's how we're, you know, finding this group. And the more support is always a good thing. So we're very happy about that. And we asked our friend Gina Pearson. She's another YouTuber, and that's the name of her channel, and it is down there. We talk to her all the time, and we talked to her about it, and she was so happy to hear about it because it's up her alley too. So she'll be new to you if you're not used to seeing her, and go check her out. She's very funny. She's a crazy lady.
She's a crazy lady, yeah.
Anyway.
And mine, I think that God spoke to me on Saturday. My brother Pat passed away in 2011, and we weren't really the closest of close. He had his issues, and so, you know, he wasn't around a lot, but that doesn't stop you loving them. But for some reason, I was really missing him last week a lot. I don't know why, just every once in a while. And I do believe that a spirit comes to visit you, not necessarily a ghost or anything like that, but I think that God plants seeds around that, you know, like you can notice things. And when I went to Birch Run, which is an outlet mall by us, with my cousin from Toronto.
Not really by us.
Hi, Lynn. And I had seen someone that looked like my brother Pat, and I was just so taken aback, and I didn't pay that much attention. And I went to another store, and there he was again. And then we went to another store, and I was sitting outside, and here he comes walking by again. And I told him, I says, oh my God, you look just like my brother Pat. If I didn't know better, I think you were Pat. And he came up and gave me the biggest hug, and he says, this is from your brother. He's gonna make me cry now. This is from your brother. And it just moved me so much. And I am not a hugger. Do not touch me, you know, but it was just, that's my phone, they'll go to mess. But it helped me out so much, that hug, it just really did. But
anyway, well, we're going to wrap it up because we didn't want to have this be too long.
You don't cry in public. It's kind of weakness.
So we can get it in there. Anyway, and so if you like this, please let us know. And like I said, if this isn't something for you, when you see it come up on Thursday, we'll always have Transforming Thursday in the title. And I think we're just going to name it Transforming Thursdays with Let's Get Fit. That's all I'm gonna, every week it'll say the same thing. So if it's your thing, great. If it's not, anyway, so we better get going. Like this video,
subscribe,
comment,
and share.